Have you ever noticed how your mind changes when night arrives? During the day, everything feels fast and noisy. You move from one task to another, reacting to messages, conversations, and responsibilities without really stopping to think. But the moment the night begins and the world grows quiet, something strange happens. Your thoughts suddenly become louder. At night, questions you ignored all day begin to surface. Memories return without warning. Ideas, fears, and emotions appear with a clarity that feels impossible during daylight. This is not a coincidence. It is the way the human brain is designed to work. Throughout the day, your mind operates in survival mode. It focuses on efficiency, speed, and immediate problem solving. The brain filters information aggressively, ignoring anything that is not necessary in the moment. Deep thinking requires mental space, and during the day, that space rarely exists. Night changes everything. When external stimulation fades, the brain no longer needs to react. Notifications stop, conversations end, movement slows. In this silence, the mind shifts into a different state. Psychologists call this the transition from reactive thinking to reflective thinking. This is the moment when deeper thoughts are finally allowed to emerge. But the reason humans think more at night goes far beyond modern psychology. It is deeply rooted in our evolution. For most of human history, night was the most dangerous time to be alive. Darkness meant uncertainty. It meant predators, threats, and the unknown. Our ancestors needed to be more alert at night in order to survive. Their brains evolved to become more sensitive, more imaginative, and more aware after sunset. That ancient wiring still exists within us today. This is why fears often feel stronger at night, why small worries grow into large concerns, why the mind begins to imagine possibilities that seem distant or unlikely during the day. The brain becomes more open, more curious, and sometimes more anxious. There is also a chemical reason behind this shift. At night, dopamine levels naturally decrease. Dopamine is the chemical responsible for motivation, reward, and external focus. When dopamine drops, the brain becomes less interested in stimulation and more interested in meaning. Instead of asking, "What should I do next?" the mind begins asking, "Why does this matter?" This is why creativity often peaks at night. Many writers, philosophers, and artists have described nighttime as the moment when their best ideas appear. Creativity requires freedom, and freedom requires silence. Night provides both. Night is also when honesty becomes unavoidable. During the day, we perform, we follow expectations, we play roles. We distract ourselves from uncomfortable truths. But at night, those distractions disappear. There is no audience, no pressure to appear strong or confident. There is only you and your thoughts. This is why nighttime thoughts often feel more real, more personal, more honest, even when they are painful. However, this heightened thinking has a downside. The brain does not always distinguish between useful reflection and destructive overthinking. At night, thoughts can easily spiral. A single memory can turn into regret. A simple question can turn into anxiety. Because the emotional centers of the brain become more active in the absence of external input, this is why psychologists warn against trusting every thought that appears after midnight. Night thoughts feel intense, but intensity does not always equal truth. Still, they are not meaningless. Your nighttime thoughts often reveal what the day hides. They point to unresolved emotions, ignored desires, and questions that deserve attention. They are signals from the mind, not enemies to be feared. The key is not to fight these thoughts, but to observe them, to listen without being consumed, to understand what they are trying to tell you without letting them take control. So the next time your mind becomes louder at night, remember this: you are not broken, and nothing is wrong with you. You are experiencing a natural shift in how the human brain works when the world goes quiet. Sometimes, the deepest truths do not appear in noise or movement. They appear in silence. And maybe that is why humans think more at night.